In Nairobi, every car has a story, but some stories shine a little brighter, with a silver star right at the front. For some people, a car is just a way of moving from point A to point B, but for our guest today, it's a heritage, one built on elegance, precision, and that timeless German finesse. He started out with the classic W210, moved to the sleek W212, and now he has a W201 in the works. This is not just loyalty, it's a love affair built on four wheels. Because, as they say, east or west, Mercedes is best.
My name is Agre Wafula Wakungu. I'm an abdominal surgeon based at Mata Hospital. I think the interesting thing about me is I'm an Arsenal supporter. I hate Tottenham and Man U in extension. Yeah.
Manu was just chilling. But before we start triggering our audience, I would like to know what sits in your garage.
I have three cars. Actually, my daily drive is a W212 Mercedes-Benz E250. I have a W210 E-Class Mercedes-Benz 1998 and a W124 Mercedes-Benz E-Class 1988. That's a project car I'm working on.
I see hapo kuna preference kidogo, eh? All these cars have the same badge. What's the story behind it?
It really started a while back when I was a kid. I remember there was a neighbor, he was called Mr. Claudio. He used to have the old Mercedes, actually the W210. So it was really a nice car. I really liked it. I used to help him wash it, play in it. He was a really nice guy. He used to allow me to sit in the car. We take drives with him. He was a good neighbor to us. So I got an interest when it comes to Mercedes. That was my first interest. So among the three cars, the first was a W210, which I actually got it from a neighbor, a good neighbor of mine who was a bishop. He had it. He kind of also noticed my interest. Every time he drove through, I had to stop him. I remember I asked him to pop the hood once, and I looked at the car, and I really liked it. So at some point, he just came to me. He told me, "Yeah, I see you're interested in this car. Would you want to, buy it from me?" I was like, "Yeah." He gave me a good price, and the rest was history. That was the first car among the three that I have. The second car was actually my daily drive. I previously had another one, a Touareg. So once I sold it, I knew I needed a reliable car, a car that was fuel efficient, faster, compact. And now I settled for the W212 E250.
So you have mentioned that you owned a Touareg. I'm curious to know, have you tried any other car away from the Mercedes-Benz lineup?
My very first car that I started driving was actually a CR-V Honda. It was a hand-me-down from my folks. It was a really good car. I actually liked it. But after that, because of my fascination with Benzes, I went straight to a C180. But the other cars I've owned that is not from the Mercedes-Benz line. I owned a Jaguar briefly, the S-Type. I owned a Touareg VW V6. It was a 2008 model. I've even owned a Passo, small Passo. Yeah, I was in between cars. Yeah, I think those are the other cars I've owned other than.
We all have a reason for going back to our ex, and for you it's clearly with the Mercedes. What always makes you come back?
Oh, that's a good question. I think one is the love and the passion for the cars. Yeah, I have a really deep interest when it comes to Mercedes-Benz. The other thing is the reliability of the cars. I noticed that no matter what problem I ever had with my car, it'd be sorted out, and the next time I'd see a mechanic was a really long time before I saw one. Unlike my experiences with these other cars is that once I had a problem, I would keep coming back to the mechanic here and there. Maybe the issue is maybe we don't have good mechanics for these other cars, I'm not sure. But when it comes to the Mercedes-Benz, I think a lot of the mechanics are well experienced, reliable, and the parts are easily available locally. So yeah, I found them very reliable cars, and yeah.
Kenyans have this fear of owning a Mercedes because it's very expensive to maintain and own. For you specifically, for the E250, how is the cost of service and also fuel economy?
Okay, first of all, Mercedes is a status car. It's a status symbol. So when you talk about expensive, I believe expensive is where you pay for more and get less from the value. So even if you're paying more for a Mercedes car and you're getting maximum value out of it, then it's not an expensive car. The consumption is really fair. Like I was just saying earlier, I'd gone to Nanyuki and back, I think over 2 days, and I spent around 7,500 in fuel.
That's to and fro?
Yeah, to and fro. Yeah, to and fro, 7,500. Yeah, to and fro, because I came back with some little fuel left over. Compared to the Touareg, which I was doing much more, almost 12, 13,000 for the same trip. So, and it was a diesel, you know, so you can imagine. So the consumption is really good. The power is immense. It eats hills like it's nothing. So even the speed, you get very good, it speeds up really well. Power is really immense. The other thing is that when it comes to parts, yeah, I won't refuse. Some parts quite expensive, but the good thing is that these parts last, and they're mostly genuine parts. So I am yet to replace one part twice in any of the Mercedes I've had.
Owning a Mercedes projects prestige, luxury, and also commands a bit of respect. Kwa hizo streets za Nairobi, ni chocha tu ama iko na heshima yake?
Yeah, it does. With the police, every time I'm stopped because of speaking on the phone or whatnot, I'm treated a bit differently. I remember I had a parcel. Every time I approach any gate, they stop me. Like, am I dropping or picking up someone? You know, when the police stop you, they're much more, you know, unfriendly. Yeah. So yeah, so the status symbol helps. It gives you access. Yeah, most gates you drive in, you're not stopped. You know, they don't even wave you down. So yeah, and I see it, you know, when you drive one car versus the other, you can tell the difference. Yeah, you're treated a bit different.
Hata watu wanduza na kupatia heshima pia.
Exactly, yeah. Wanapita mbali kidogo. Na matatu pia.
Daktari, umefanya kazi, pesa imeingia, money is not a problem. What would be your ultimate ride?
Well, you blindsided me. An S350. Yeah. For me, the S-Class, yeah, the S-Class is the ultimate, you know, engineering. You get all the parts in one car and futuristic, you know, engineering.
Status aside, what does this badge mean to you personally?
For me, it's a sign of accomplishment, actually to myself. It's not to, it's a way to always tell me to push forward. Remember, this is a car that you also you have to have some disposable income. So it's a motivator, you know, and every time the car breaks down and I can't drive it, I feel some type of way. I feel like a part of me is not, you know. Yeah, so I have deep connection with the car, I can say, out of being an enthusiast and, you know, just liking the car. So for me, I feel it pushes me every day to, you know, to just be the best I can be.
Lastly, we will always have that inner boy who would want to become a doctor and own a Mercedes-Benz. What would you say to them?
Yeah, so to that small boy or that younger version of myself who would want to maybe one day, you know, maybe get to the line of the profession I'm in, or get to maybe be a Mercedes-Benz enthusiast, I think belief is a very important thing. Never let anything or anyone limit you. So as long as you keep this belief as a child or a young boy or a young girl growing up that one day you can make it, there's nothing that will stop you.
From the W210 that stole his heart to the W212 that sealed the deal, Dr. Wafula's journey is proof that with German engineering, once you go Benz, you simply can't go back. It's more than just a car. It's a lifestyle, it's a statement, and maybe a little bit of therapy after a long day at the clinic. Until next time, remember, east or west, Mercedes is still the best.